Namaste, so Tri family. Welcome back my way. I'm Miss Divinely Guy today. You have an ancestor that is just one call away. And let me tell you what I saw, y'all. I saw somebody putting like, and I don't know who's working with salt, but I saw somebody put like a ring of salt around someone or something like that. But then I was like, what does that even mean? Then let me tell you the next flash I got. When I was growing up, I lived with my grandma in Montbello, and my grandma go or goal. I never could make out the name. Look, son, boom, look what came out. Look, my grandma go, right? I didn't know too much about grandma go. Okay. All I know is she was my grandfather's mother. So that would make her my great grandmother. So she was my great grandmother. And um I used to go over there, and I don't think I was staying at the house at the time, but there was a time where I had went over there. And I used to go over there to visit her. Okay. I think I was staying with my aunt at this time, but I remember, I used to always, oh no, I did. Okay, because they're okay. Damn, I was young though. I was like 12. Okay, I know that much. I remember I was 12 years old. But nevertheless, I used to go over there and I would just walk in her room and visit her, sit on the bed. Hey, grandma, go, da, 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 talk to her, shit, and like that, and da, da, right? And then I go on about my business. She used to tell me to have the gentleman across the street because he was older back then. You could get liquor when you was 18 to get her a bottle of Lord have mercy, don't say nothing. Everclear. Okay. She used to drink 100% Everclear. And then something about, oh yeah, she would say, something about if I drank something, take a tablespoon of castor oil. She used to drink 100% Everclear and take a tablespoon of castor oil every day. But nevertheless, I didn't know too much about Grandma Go, but I know her and my Grandma Johnson used to stay into a fight like all the time. And I think there was one time we all had to go over there because they got into a bad fight and Grandma was trying to come through the door to get Grandma Go. And I was like, damn. So you know what I'm saying? It was weird though, but nevertheless, okay. Now there's one particular time when I was sitting on my great grandma's bed talking to her, and my grandma Johnson came and she stood right at the doorway and she was talking to my grandma Go. And I was, looking at, I'm a kid sitting on the bed, looking back and forth at them talk. It wasn't too bad or nothing, but they was just talking. So then when my grandma Johnson walked off, I remember my grandma Go saying, that's why I was like, maybe you got an ancestor that has put a circle of salt or something around you. Because listen, this is what I remember her saying. She was like, you see how she didn't come in here? I said, huh? She was like, pay attention. Can't none of them come in here. Now I'm a kid and I know they feuding. My grandma did not want my grandfather's mama staying with him. Okay. They were feuding. Okay. But when she said that, she was like, yeah, you see how they can't come in here? I said, huh? I'm thinking grandma might be tipsy. She drinking that Everclear and shit. But my cousin came and walked up to the door. And he too stood just right there. He didn't come in her room. So I was like, damn, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? Why ain't they coming in here? Like, should I walk right in? Shit, sit on the bed, be like, Grandma, go, chopping it up. I'm a kid and shit. And I remember one day there was some white shit at the front of her door. And I guess it had always been there. And I never really paid attention to it. You know what I'm saying? I never paid attention to it, y'all. But my grandma go, I remember her saying this. She was like, they can't come in here because they some demons. And I said, what? And she was like, you see, and she pointed it out, but I never paid attention to it. I never paid attention to it. But she pointed it out, and it was some salt there. That's what it was. She told me it was salt. She said, yeah, this is what you pour down if you want to keep a demon out. I said, damn. So, I was looking, but at that time, y'all, when she was saying those things, I thought to myself, okay, no offense intended, grandma go, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, my grandma's like drunk or something. Okay, y'all, I did not know nothing about that. Okay, I didn't know about that, but I did notice that they did not come in her room. Now that I did notice because I thought it was strange where they stopped. They stopped right at the front of that fucking salt. Somebody has put some salt around you or something like that. Okay, for whoever this messages resonate with. But thank you so much for being over here at Albie. And I guess Spirit wanted me to share that with y'all for some reason. Maybe y'all have an ancestor that has put a ring of salt around you, a ring of salt of protection. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like this came from an ancestor that knows about dark magic on the chime. Yes, this came from an ancestor that knows about dark magic. Also, what I heard, they're just one phone call away, okay? But then somebody wants to take you out of this energy of, you know what I'm saying, tapping into the dark side because they're fucked up in the head. Leave them be. This is what I heard, right? Because you got 777 out here and somebody they want to wine and dine you so bad. Then what came out is somebody is making some plans, okay? With this two of pentacle, excuse me, two of pentacles, two of wands, the sun, and the nine of cups. This plan is like somebody wants to bring in some sort of pleasure and happiness into your life, warmth into your life. They could be making a decision at this time about how they're going to go about doing this or something like that. On the charm confirmation again, 251 or 125 could be significant. And then this is like a wish coming true for you. I'm telling you, somebody wants you to be out here on that energy with them. Mhm. I feel like your soulmate is closer than you think. And this person brings in the feelings, good feelings here. You're gonna be sleeping and resting better. Tell me more. And somebody did want to bind you. That's what I'm saying, trying to bind you to dark influences and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like their energy is just out there, but you like, fuck that. You ain't no. Okay, we're gonna get another one out here, but I feel that's where you're at. Your energy overall, family, is like you in 777 energy, and you are feeling good, but somebody doesn't want you there. Give me one more. What's going on? Tell me the outcome or what's gonna be up with that energy. This is a copycat, someone, a toxic ex or something, someone who's sick and disgraced. They could have love bombed you. They could have lied to you. And I feel like you have rebuked them from your energy, but that's the thing. They listen. Okay, let me just get one more at the bottom. I felt that. Yeah, it has everything to do with your ancestry bloodline, your lineage, and your heritage. I'm telling you. But look, there's somebody out here that's already in your energy field. They want to come in. These people that are tripping with you, Spirit is saying at the bottom of the deck, they are fallen angels. Okay. They're fallen angels, Luciferian energies. They practice a lot of spiritual warfare. Okay. They're trying to have this stronghold on you. Facts. And it's all because you've been loving on yourself and you called your power back. Hmm. Oh, I saw that. Yeah. And look, this copycat, ooh, somebody can't copy your energy. I'm telling you, because they're really not grateful. Like I'm telling you, you could tell who's grateful and who's not. Now, let me tell you who this energy is. This copycat, okay, this person that has been trying to bind you to some sort of negativity, just put it like that. They're under dark influences, okay? This energy has some sort of soul tie, okay? And whatever they've tied their soul to, I saw it in the shuffle, it's darkness. That's why they're a fallen angel. They're a Luciferian energy, okay? Someone who is very, in the spiritual occult or something like that, whatever that is, okay? Or they have occult practices, their copycat energy. This could be a toxic X, masculine, feminine energy. and they're sick in the head. And with this disgrace, it was like they disgraced themselves or something like that, possibly through love bombing many people, telling a lot of lies. Okay, with this sorry out here, I don't feel like they were remorseful, really. That's just a sorry, like, because it goes sorry, and then somebody rebuked their sorry. You know what I'm saying? So they rebuked everything about them, the copycat, the toxic ex, everything. It got rebuked. Okay, this energy. Hmm. And it's something right now. It's not time to take a vacation because I feel like a vacation is here, but you need to wait. Okay. Because this vacation that you're going to go on could be with someone. We're gonna get into that. But I feel like it's this energy here. Your soulmate is a lot closer than you think. Okay. But these people or somebody here is being sneaky. They're very low vibrational and a manipulative energy, and a calm artist. Okay. This is this energy that's crossing them. Mm. All right. Tell me more about, oh, yeah. I'm telling now, some of these exes could have been twin flames, but this twin flame energy here says there could have been an ex that was a twin flame that wanted you to hold them. They considered you being them yours, theirs, or something like that because you were their inspiration. I feel like, I don't know who this is. Yeah, they wanted you to wait on them. You may not have wanted to wait on them. Tell me about the other energy, not the X, because we tired of the X's. Shit, what's the vibe of the new energy, please? And thank you. Clear, cancel, and release any X's. Mm. See, yeah, there's a lot of upheaval and chaos going on. I'm telling you, in somebody's life, this is giving me like, it's always somebody fighting for somebody else's shit. Tell me the vibes. There's upheaval, disaster, and downfall because people was tied to toxicity and envy. Mm. Yeah, that chaos was tied to toxicity, drama, arguments, incompatible, and somebody's envious of you. Okay, resentful, competitive, discontent. Okay, this is this energy. I'm telling you, this is somebody that was trying to cause you all kind of problems, chaos in your life. Mm. And it could be over this person here. This person wants you to try to focus on their connection, but shit, not if you got a bitch like this. We don't need no hoes around us like this. You got to come pure, clear, and clean of all drama. Yeah, somebody out here could be being looked at as if they're antisocial, okay? Or if you're in your feelings, or you could be giving somebody the silent treatment right now. Maybe that's why I heard in the beginning they're just one phone call away, but you ain't tripping. Yeah, somebody here, I'm telling you, they feel left out. I feel like there's no, there's a feminine energy here or even a masculine energy here. Take it how it resonates. There's somebody here that is extremely jealous. Okay. Extremely jealous. Something about you need to wait when it comes to taking this getaway or a vacation or something like that. Huh. Somebody could be feeling like you're antisocial. You just don't socialize with the bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thrills, legal, and daydreaming. So somebody's going through something right now. Somebody could be looking at you, family, as being antisocial, right? But you are when it comes to this shit, because you ain't into all the, gambling, Vegas, striptease energy, okay? Huh, at all. And this was thrills. This is somebody's thrills. This is how they get off. This is their thrills. There's some sort of continuous cycle where somebody who's making bad decisions could lead them to some sort of addiction here. But they was daydreaming. They had their head in the clouds. They were delusional here. Okay. Hopes of dreams and stuff. This is this energy. Now they're facing some legal matters. This is this energy. Somebody's trying to be a copycat to you or something like that. Mm. Yeah, they was wearing a mask. You know this person. You about to get an epiphany because Archangel Michael's here with you. I'm sorry, y'all. I messed it up, but I ain't gonna keep on. Okay. Yeah, Archangel Michael is here with you with protection, okay? Preventative or prevented something from happening, prevented from harm, a divine intervention. Because this came from somebody who's hiding and concealing the deception behind a mask. And you just got an epiphany. You just got an epiphany moment on it, an aha moment. You started self-reflecting on some things. Somebody just tapped into their ability to see. And folks are puzzled. They're confused and perplexed about this. Let me tell you why, family, because when I was on my way down to do this reading, right? I was upstairs, doing some things, and I'm coming down and I'm about to you know what I'm saying? Um, do this reading and listen. Somebody is really tripping off at how you turn some shit around. For real. And they play too much on the phone. Like, get the somebody try to call. Bitch, you ain't in Washington, D.C. You don't knock that shit off. Stop that. Listen, they on here watching and stalking. Okay, family, watching and stalking. Okay. Tell me more. And yeah, you're just focusing on your healing journey, okay? These energies right here, you may look, you're focusing on your healing journey, okay? Your self-care, your introspection, your meditation. That's why you're opening up to new gifts. You starting to be able to see. You may have always been a seer, but now it's even more. Yeah. Now it's even more. And that's what the gossip and the rumors are about. They're perplexed over this because you laughing while you seeing the shit and they thinking you a whole psychopath. Because you like the shit that you're seeing, it is on point. And they're like, how the fuck is it funny? And it's just like, wow, why would you even come so negative though? That's the whole thing. So with that being the case, you got a lot of motherfuckers out here that I feel like we're abusing their power. Now they in this energy of psychopath, but they looking at you like, how you laughing about the shit and you ain't lost your damn mind. And it's because you don't move like that. It's quite amazing how you see how people move. These motherfuckers is perplexed about why you ain't a psychopath. And you like shit, because look at the shit y'all doing. Who's the psychopath? Look, they doing so much shit. That's not funny, spirit. Look, they was like, that's why your ancestor had to come in and put a circle of salt or some shit around you because you over here really healing and giddy about the shit. Your inner circle is you, your ancestors, angel, spirit guides, and divine creator of all living things, the most high. And I almost said of all living beings. Ooh, okay. Take that how that resonated. But that's the thing. You're over here just like in this whole energy of sun, making plans. Shit. That be cracking me up too, Mel, because you just be like not just clueless to the shit. You be clueless to the shit. And something about you, yes, your whole self-love cleansing type energy you're going through right now has you eating different. It has it has you eating different, doing things that you haven't been doing. And because of that, you're opening up to do new gifts. Okay, let's just say that new gifts. This is funny. And you over here just cracking up, and they're like, they gotta be a psychopath. They're laughing at all the shit we're doing. And it's like, nah, it wasn't like that. What I'm laughing at is the fact that you would even be doing that kind of shit. Because who's truly the psychopath? Mm, message. Okay. Oop. Y'all, every time I try to hold it that way, oh, please don't do it. I don't want to look at all them. Please make sure they're all upright. Please, thank you. Okay. I hope they are. Okay, let me do it again. This is crazy. And something about this waiting, wait for this vacation, wait on a vacay. Okay. What else? What about that? What's the vibe of that wait on the vacay? Yeah, because somebody's two-faced it. Don't take the wrong person. Look. Ooh. Wow, this is why you got somebody that's two-faced it here. Okay, they live in a double life, they a cheater and a backstabber, and then you have a soulmate here. So this is the energy of like, don't take the wrong motherfucker. Hmm. Because I feel like there is somebody that does want to wine and dine you. There's a friendship here, there's a romantic partner, but then there's somebody that's coming in, they two-faced it as hell. They may come in like they want to wine and dine you, but this is somebody that's gaslighting you. They two-faced it as hell. You kind of already know who that two-faced partner is too. This is what I heard. It's somebody from your past. Okay. This soulmate. Give me more on this soulmate. Who's this soulmate? Please and thank you. Who's this soulmate? What's the vibe of this soulmate? Who's this soulmate? Please and thank you. There's somebody who's nurturing. This is somebody who could provide you mentorship, wisdom, and giving back type energy. Yeah, don't take the wrong person on your damn vacation. Yep, that's what I heard. Let me get this to turn. Right. Get your ass over there with your bugaboo self. Yeah. Because there was somebody that's two-faced in your presence. You already know who it is, too. Facts. You know exactly who it is. Okay. This is why you may have this feeling of like discipline now towards, really stepping into taking care of yourself. Like now you on a physical level. Okay. Now you're on a physical level. You've been doing the eating right. Now you're adding physical to it, I guess. Yeah. And this your energy has people hopeless out here, okay? They're feeling lost, very depressed, okay? Some of them people feeling like they did, a symbolic smooth smite, right? Because they're stagnant, they're stuck, they're at a dead end, they're froze. This is why they feel like this. I knew the hangman was out here for a reason. Look at the bottom of the deck. I knew this hangman was out here for a reason. Yes, they feeling like they on pause right now. Okay. This shit crazy. This could be somebody, that's coming in. Now, they may be younger than you, family, because this is a page of swords. Only take it how it resonates. But somebody here is very curious about you and your mental energy. Okay, only take. Why is the page of swords here? Why he here? Who is this? Oh, Emperor in reverse. This could be the false one. Oh Lord. Ugh. This is somebody, I feel like this is this two-faced person's energy. With the Page of Swords, they're curious about possibly, wanting to dominate you in some sort of way, or they're just maybe they feel like you're being stubborn to them in some sort of a sense. Like they're looking at you as being maybe childish and stubborn because you're not opening up to them, but they're two-faced. So why would you? But they're not disciplined. Okay. What's going on? What's up with this soulmate and this nurturing? Please and thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what's up with this soulmate and this nurturing? Mm, A king of wands. Is that what that says? I just threw it over there. My bad. Yes, it's a king of wands. Yes, this is the natural leader. Yeah, somebody out here two-faced that they fake. They ain't even who they say they are. A high priestess at the bottom of the deck after the shuffle. They ain't even who they say they are, high priestess, but you can see it. You can see clearly. Hmm. Oh, wait a minute. Let me do it where it go. Yeah, this person appearing who they say they are, you can see that clearly. You know who the two-faced person is. This King of Wands is somebody that could be young, though. They may be younger than you. I don't know why I keep picking up on that energy. Who's this King of Wands? That King of Wands could be that Page of Wands. There's somebody that this King of Wands is the one putting people under judgment for burdens or something, or putting people under judgment for the burdensome things they've done, did, do. Carrying, other people's weight on your shoulders. This is somebody that's clearing the space. Yeah. And this is what this is somebody that is in some sort of collaboration within a community of friendships and happiness. This is somebody that wants to bring you into their life. This is your soulmate's energy. But you got some two-faced motherfuckers around too. Okay. I wouldn't even mess with them. Right. Because they're looking at you being the Queen of Pentacles. That's why they want to come back, or that's why you having people surface and you like, whatever. Like, I ain't even heard from you. Okay, let's get this. Yeah. Mm. Tell me more. Yeah, somebody's on the hunt. Tell me about this hunt. What's the hunt about? Some sort of deal that was made. Tell me more. Oh, somebody bringing in something into balance when it comes to, yeah. Okay, so somebody that could have been in your energy really trying to fuck with you, trying to hunt you down, thinking they was going to drive you up the fucking wall or crazy. They did some sort of deal. Things are being brought into balance when it comes to that family. Yeah, things are being brought into balance because wisdom is here. So you have the wisdom when it comes to something. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Yeah, courage. And something about your creativity. So that's why that copycat energy is out there. They was doing the most. Yeah. Mm. Because this is energies really trying to, make you take some sort of a loss. That's why everything is getting returned to sender. I heard returned to the sender. Damn. Okay. Yeah. See, these people were trying to focus on you, you being lonely, unstable. This is this projection, but you just moving around with love and gratitude and shit. You just like, I'm grateful. I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful. And that's your energy, and that's the problem. So you just grateful. Okay, you are trying and you are aligned. You're not trying, you are in alignment with trust, wisdom, your peace. Like you trust yourself, your intuition. Like you could feel when motherfuckers is up under you or some shit like that. The ground gets to vibrating. That's interesting. Somebody out here, I'm telling you that with this, they want to wine and dine you. It's like some sort of sponsor energy. What the fuck? Okay, the sponsor or they're the blessing. I feel like they're a blessing. Okay, some of y'all could be looking for someone to sponsor your business, I heard, but this person is like a blessing for you. Tell me more. Yeah, there's shit. This person was sent by God. Oh, oh, okay. All right, family. That was easy. This soulmate is the soulmate that was sent by the divine. But he does want to let you know that there's some things going on. They watching this shit. They looking at it from the back end of things, or they're seeing things from this perspective of wow, this person sees things, and I think they send them to you. Yeah, because your cutoff game is strong. So there's people that can't get back into your energy. This fake person, yeah, fabricated, made it all up. They lied for clout. Yeah, there's a fake person here in your energy too. Okay, family. Mhm. Your inner voice and consciousness is telling you this. So didn't I say the frequencies, the vibrations, something about the ground vibrating. That's all I can tell you on that. Okay. Maybe when negativity gets around you or shit ain't right or spirit wants to bring something to your attention, maybe the ground vibrates or maybe you have some sort of vibrating sensation coming through the bottom of your feet. Maybe that's what you feel when you're out and about in nature or something like that. But yeah, whatever it is, it's radiance and tranquility, light body presence, energy. Yeah. So be real with yourself and hold your vision. Yeah. Because all secrets have been revealed and there is nowhere to hide for these people. Yeah. Because this was a coven doing fraud. They were all false people and you're aware of them now. That's why you're unbothered. And once again, God is with you. It definitely has everything to do with your lineage, your connection, okay, your celestial heritage, your ancestor, spirit guides, angels, and the Most High God. That's why these people are having unexpected setbacks and delays, and they're frustrated about it. Okay, family. So I'm gonna leave that message here for y'all. Okay. I feel like there's an ancestor that has covered you because you don't because this ancestor knows what you up against. Maybe that's why I was shared that because shit, I was a kid, but it didn't make sense to me. But it came to me and I was like, what? Yeah, some of y'all got ancestors that are covering you with salt or some shit like that, a ring of salt or something. All right. So thank that ancestor shit because this ancestor might know about dark magic. I'm hearing they know about dark magic. They could have even been an ancestor that practiced that, and you may have maybe accepted them for who they were regardless. And that might be why. I just heard that. Like, there's no, you accepted this ancestor, and I'm not saying this people here, but this ancestor here knows what you're dealing with. I'm placing this ancestor on top of them so they could get handled. Okay. But this ancestor right here knows that you don't know about whatever this is and why these people keep doing these things. That's why this deck can't get here fast enough because I sure need to see what the fuck going on. But this ancestor is covering you right now because of you not really knowing about what kind of magic. I feel like they put a ring around you. Hmm. Yeah, they put a ring around you so you could make sure you get to your destiny exactly of blessings and opportunity because you're powerful. Yep, you have transitioned into something very powerful. Hmm. Serenity here. Yeah, this ancestor is protecting you. And they giving you all the information you need too, because whoever's coming in, they sent by God, the divine creator of all living things. You got it up there, Yahweh, and down here, Yahweh. That's how it came out. Hmm. Yeah, see, somebody is they're helping you fight through karmic battles because they already expected you was gonna go through them any fucking way. And yep, and you're learning and you're healing. You are this spark. You are blessed. This is your world. Hmm. So let go of fear, divine guidance. Some things are unspoken, and the unspoken things they're changing. This is giving me the energy here of people and their plans. Yeah, their mission. Wow, look, I said, look, okay, I'm over. Okay, y'all, I be sitting here running my mouth. Yeah, these unspoken changes had something to do with these people's mission, twin flame signs. Yeah. See, somebody wants your energy to hold them. Something's going down soon, and people are very insecure about it, but it brings back hope to you. Yeah, you've been apart from somebody for a very long time. They're sorry. This promise here, maybe they're promising that this won't happen again. They regret whatever has happened, but your love and y'all's love is real, and everything happens in divine timing. So keep striving, okay, family? Keep striving. Yeah, keep striving to be your best self. All right. Okay. So I love you. I'm going to leave that message here. All right. Let's close out. Thank you so much, Divine, for allowing us to be here. I ask that you continue to keep love, harmony, tranquility, prosperity, peace, protection, and respect, and good health and good wealth in our lives and all the time. Ashe, and thank you. And until next time, you know what I love to say. Namaste.